As we looked more and more into narcissism and connected the dots, we came to the conclusion that narcissism is most likely in the epicenter of global manipulation and control on this planet. It ranges from the highest echelons of society to the lowest. This is the way the 3D trap is constructed, and the emotional wounds we all encounter in the presence of this viral abuse, leading to fragmentation of the mind, soul, is what keeps us trapped in this twisted projection we called the third dimension, which is, as it were, only a bad copy of the original 3D reality we were supposed to experience and evolve in. As we discussed in videos 5 to 8, narcissism has become so much more widespread in today's society than it was just a few hundred years ago. When the AIF were interrupted in their process of trapping us with technology in ancient Atlantis, they were interrupted by the Orions, who instigated the flood, and they had to start all over again. When the Founding Fathers founded America, it was a planned event that was meant to hammer in the last nail in the coffin of absolute control, although the official agenda was said to be the opposite. America was called the New Atlantis, and was predicted quote-unquote already by Sir Francis Bacon, long before the American Revolution. America is N.Key's experiment and nothing less but Atlantis revisited. History repeats itself. Only this time, the AIF is determined to succeed without being interrupted. Thus far, N.Key's experiment is following the AIF's original plan very closely, and is intended to, within a few decades, ushering in the singularity, where the AIF can establish ultimate control over both the entire human soul group and the entire planetary environment. For more crucial information on this, please read my ebook, Synthetic Superintelligence and the Transmutation of Humankind, a roadmap to the singularity and beyond, which can be found on my website. Today, we live in a highly technological society that is incrementally taken over by artificial intelligence, AI. Although AI is developed by humans here on Earth, the technology is being given to us by the extraterrestrial force that we here call the Alien Invader Force, the AIF. The promotion of this technology to the human soul group is intense and the manipulation immense. The human elite, in charge of this in a planetary level, are experts on the human mind, and they know exactly how to make us excited about all this new technology that has one main objective: to lower our soul frequency to the level where the AIF operates. They want us to decrease our vibrations so we can experience their density within the third dimension. When that is accomplished through the singularity, we will experience nothing less than a living hell, where we are controlled directly by these beings in their degraded synthetic realm, where nothing biological exists, and in which we humans will cease to be biological, as well. Compared to that reality, George Orwell's 1984 would look like paradise. Because the AIF can't tell us straight out what is waiting for us if we continue to follow the technological path, they need to do it in a more discreet and sophisticated manner. Thus, they hide the truth in plain sight in Hollywood movies, on the internet, by using their own disinformation agents, who mix truth with disinformation, and in fantasy and science fiction books, etc. Because we all have free will, they don't want to break universal laws if they can help it, and therefore, they tell us of their plans right before our eyes in a way so we can't see it. It seems too fantastic to be true, so we write it off as fiction. Most people are not able to connect the dots. Then, if we humans don't protest and object, the AIF intentionally interprets this as if we agree with their plans and, so they can continue with their agenda in this roundabout way. Everything that has the word smart included in the product is part of the agenda, although these are far from the only products involved. Key technology, besides the internet and Wi-Fi, that the AIF has introduced to us are of course the smartphones. Their plan has been to put one smartphone in every person's hands worldwide, even in the deepest jungle areas, and they are close to achieving this now. Although, the smartphone technology is already advanced enough to track us, spy on us, and affect our emotions and behavior via Wi-Fi and other technology, this is just a beginning. Some say that iPhone 12 is going to be the turning point when they can hook us by activating the nanotechnology, nanobots, that is currently dormant within the human body, attaching onto the cells of the body through chemtrails, medications, GMO food, and other food, as well, vaccines, and so on. If this is correct, iPhone 12 will start the downward spiral in a rapid pace, so all humans on the planet are connected to the supercomputer that will control the human mass consciousness. After that, we are theirs, and by 2045, if the Singularity spokespersons, such as Rakerswile, will have their way, we are already turned into cyborgs. So, where does narcissism come into this scenario? Narcissism was introduced into our society to make us become more like the AIF after all. The arch-narcissist, the arch-narc, is N.Key, who is the same being as the traditional Lucifer, see the Wespener papers on my website, who in his pride, narcissistic behavior, rebelled against his own parents in an attempt to take over the Orion Empire by force, but was thrown out of Orion and expelled. At this moment, N.Key and the AIF are controlling humankind by proxy, as they can't manifest themselves in this frequency, except through us and our human bodies. We humans, although heavily manipulated and emotionally wounded, still have free will of choice, and this is a wild card for the AIF. They need to take our free choice away from us, but they can't do that without our direct or indirect permission, which is something they are now about to achieve by introducing their technology to us and have us agree to using it. That's where our choice comes in. The AIF doesn't consider it to be a breach of free will if we agree to use the technology they've set up for us. They believe they have found a loophole. Part of the plan with this technology is to make us become more narcissistic and self-centered in an egotistic way. By abusing us with narcissism, they emotionally injure us and make us insecure and crippled. By accomplishing this, the AIF can lower our frequency down to their level. It's very easy to see that this is what is happening all around us. Just look at the media, exploiting narcissism in every broadcast, and they let narcissists advance to higher positions in society, while the meek and good-hearted person has a much harder time reaching past a certain level in society. Another excellent example is social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, forums, and discussion boards. Here it's all about me, look at me. Jealousy and competition rule, and people get their emotional wounds triggered all the time. Thus, they need to become more and more narcissistic in order to be seen, and many take drastic measures to be able to stand above the crowd. It doesn't mean that all these people are narcissists. Although social media is the narcissist's dream in ways discussed in earlier videos, most people on social media are wounded codependents, who want to be seen and loved, and this media has become their main outlet. The bottom line is that this creates more narcissistic behavior the faster social media grows, and we create our own downfall by participating in this. However, this problem is not isolated to social media. The entire internet and the digital world in general are feeding grounds for narcissists, who otherwise have a difficult time getting narcissistic supply. And advertisement and commercials are programming our subconscious minds to accept 5G and smart technology. Sam Vannon, the life coach, himself a narcissist, says he gets much of his supply from the internet. When primary supply is lacking, secondary supply from social media will do. He also says that he gets supply from both positive and negative feedback because all he is interested in is the emotional reaction, from which he feeds. Then, at the top of the food chain is the AIF, who are running out of narcissistic supply, as well. Our life energy is funneled through the internet to feed their endless hunger for supply. This will keep them alive until the singularity is established and they can progress with their further agenda through us. A good example of where this is heading is in China. They have cameras everywhere, and the government has implemented a merit system, where people with good behavior, from the government's point of view, get rewarded, and those who don't follow the rules get punished. people are encouraged to report on each other, and thus get more merits, while those who are reported get unjustly punished. If a person crosses the street at the wrong place or smokes in inappropriate places, he or she can get denied to travel and rent an apartment, etc. This is, undoubtedly, a pilot being run that will eventually be implemented all over the world to help bringing the masses under control while the singularity is prepared. In upcoming videos, we will present solutions to this increasing insanity, but first we need to paint the picture, so we all know what it is we are getting involved in because of ignorance. Ignorance is not bliss, but knowledge is power.